how do you prevent the domino effect when you're doing developmental edits? How does that work for you?
Yeah. So to answer this question, I'm going to use a really stupid analogy, but it kind of works for how I think about it. It's the puzzle. It's the puzzle pieces. So the developmental side is you're building the puzzle. You got the big picture of the puzzle together, right? And everything needs to work together structurally, character arc wise, the general story, the plot. That's what you're focusing on. And then later in the revisions part, you're looking at each individual piece and polishing it or repainting it. And they're all different sizes and they all have different levels of importance. But the thing that the domino effect deals with is if you're moving or changing one piece too much, then the whole thing can kind of crumble or not fit together. And that's a very scary thought at any point in edits, developmental or revisions. It's like, if I change this one moment about my character or this one scene, I want to change it. I want to make it better. But if I'm introducing too many changes, is everything crumbling? So even when you're in later parts of revisions, it's good to kind of peel back a little bit every once in a while and look at the developmental stuff just every so often, or have some running document or outline or all these sorts of things that you're focusing on so that you can see that bigger picture and you can actually take big revisions into account that affect that. And the even scarier thing is too, sometimes it's little tiny revisions that can set a whole new plot hole or can divert everything. So keeping tabs on that is really important no matter what stage you are. And you don't have to devote tons and tons of thought to it as you're doing other revisions, but constantly ask yourself as you're making changes or updating things, how does this affect it? And then the important thing behind that is before you get to those points in revisions, by that point, you should already have an understanding of your structure. Like you guys have been saying, you take that break, you come back to it, build that structure around it. You should know that well so that instinctively, as you're making little revisions and edits, you can kind of see how it's changing that big picture. Because if you're going into later parts of revisions without that whole big picture, understanding your book, and you're just kind of winging it still like you would in a first draft, that is a recipe. Also same. That's a recipe for disaster in lots of ways. So yeah, that's when things start to crumble. So keeping tabs on it, building that out, taking the time away from the book to build that out is really important.